Welcome everyone to another tutorial from a Listen Every Day. Today I'm going to share with you how to create or design logo on Word, Microsoft Word. Of course, a logo should sometimes be very simple, and the beauty here is the beauty of the simplicity. So here you go. First, you have to come and create a text. Okay, all you have to do is to come to insert shape, and then you insert text and then write the text in the logo. Of course you can use Adobe Illustrator, but I would rather start for beginners, start with Word here. Of course, if you ask me how am I going to export this as a picture, I will use light shot or screenshot. Later I'll show you how. So here you have this. A logo can be just simple text. Just play with the color. Okay, and you can also change the text here to make it a little bit complicated. It's small. Okay, make it big a little bit. Here you go. Alright, this can be a Go logo. You can just leave it this way, or can you add shapes. Okay, another way to put a logo here is to put this one under. Okay, and then correct it. Make the E bigger. And then the A also bigger. You can clean the space between the two. And it gets something like this. Alright, you can of course change the colors. If you want to focus on as an example of a logo, just using the text. Okay, and then again you can just change one letter and then make a logo out of it. Okay, one letter, and you make a logo out of it. You can change the color to something else. And listen every day. You can do the same for A here. Right, as you can see here, I'm just changing the text here, and I'm getting a good. You can underline. Okay, or you can even do this. Get rid of the line here, and to make it even better. Okay, and then you can get rid of the line, of course. Okay, and then we can move to next. You can this one big, this one bigger. Of course, you play with the you can leave it this way, or you can change the font. Right. Again, you can what else? You can change the color of this one to white. There are a lot of things you can do actually. You can insert a separate A here. big. What I'm basically doing is playing with the format. Okay, I will make sure the shape doesn't have any outline or anything, and here you have it. Of course, you can do all these things in after or illustrator. All right. Then I clean A. There you go. I have some beautiful logos here. I can continue. Okay, you can continue actually. I can put this one in the middle, make it even bigger, and grab these ones here. Make sure there is no line here. I can make, of course, as you can see in some logos, we just have changes in the font or the writing. Okay, right, we can continue here with more logos. To do this one here. I can add a shape. Okay, if you have or I can style it to be a clip art. Okay. Delete this one, and then you can come here and of course you need to get rid of the line, and then make it one. Okay. Again, ready. As you can see, I'm just working on Microsoft Word. Okay, this is just for beginners, alright? Just for beginners. The last one I will just change the font to something. This is what I do. Okay, I come to maybe my company's website is going to be in blue, so I will use blue. Okay, and since it's gonna be in blue, I will put the text in blue too. And you can see the list is not clear here, that's why I'm going to use white. No? And then there are a lot of ways to create a logo using just the text. Okay, I can put an outline. Okay, here I just need firstly to see, just using Google, just using okay, there are a lot of things here if you want to create don't even need to use Illustrator to create these things. Okay, you can use Illustrator But if you are not familiar with Illustrator, I would recommend using Word until you can create all these shapes here in Word, and then Illustrator is gonna be, because Illustrator is a little bit complicated. I can put this star right here. Of course, I wanted to. I can totally insert this here, a shape. For instance, let's see the circle. Okay, let me find a nice circle if I wanted to. Maybe it's not 100%. I will of course send it back behind the text. Okay. I'll make sure the text here doesn't, the shape, there is no outline, there is no for the text I will have no fill and no outline, of course. You can totally do these things on in you can totally do these things in an accurate way in Illustrator, but if you feel like you are not yet ready to use Illustrator, you can try and play with these shapes on Google, on Word for instance. Okay, try and play with them in Word. I just control copy and control paste. Okay, and then I can finish. This is what you are gonna get. Of course, you can finish it with another shape in the middle, or a picture, or whatever you wanna add. You can add something like this here, of course, or whatever you want to. Okay, you can put whatever thing you want there. Well, this is some ideas on how to create them. Of course, what I'm gonna do now is just I'm going to, I have already installed this tool here, which is like screenshot. I will just do this and choose the logo right I want to use. For instance, you can check the dimension here or the size. Okay, in case you want to work only on one logo, you can okay, that's it for today everyone. I hope you like this lesson. Thank you for watching and goodbye.